GM, everyone. How are you all? Goodness, I hope my audio is all right. I didn't even check that with you, Greg, man. So hopefully it's
Nah,
all
it's
good.
good.
No,
You're good to yarn, dude.
that's good. Hopefully I don't yell and wake up my whole family. But anyways, if they wake up, so be it. It's crypto time. Anyways, guys, it's so good to be back. I mean, it's been a while. How long? It's been 2 weeks probably since I've flown overseas to Europe. So I'm just trying to think. Yeah, it's probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks since we've been live, Craig, together, mate. It's good to be back. Oh shit, there's a bee. But mate, market, we can't wait to dive into that, guys. Pretty much the market's looking pretty rubbish. So that's always good because it really separates the true people in crypto. Craig and I were just discussing that behind the scenes. The true people who can push through the emotions, the psychology, the indifference, if you want to call it that, as well, of crypto, the volatility, the fast moving trends that you have to be plugged into. Otherwise, your portfolio and yourself, your mind, your psychology all starts to struggle. So good to be back, mate. Great to be here. I'll let you do the plug of the start of the show with our two partners, just because I don't have a lot of tabs open here on the laptop. But
yeah, you're good.
But it's good to be back, mate. How are you going? It's obviously Aussie afternoon over there. Spain morning here. It's still dark here. So.
Is it dark?
Oh, it's like, yeah,
So
sun's not up yet.
The fuck?
Yeah.
How are you so lit
No,
up?
it's like, it's not like sun's not up, but it's like morning.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm good, dude. It's hot as balls here, man.
Oh, really?
Aussie's hot, dude. Winter. Summer's fully kicked in here, so it's hot. Yeah, dude, I'm a bit washed out today because I got my curtains open. I was like, no, I'm going to open all the curtains so I can see outside. So my color's a bit weird. I'm not wearing lipstick like everyone thinks, but no, I'm good, dude. I'm good. Thanks for jumping on, Greeny. It's been well, it feels like ages, but actually isn't that long. Look, I'll give a quick shout out to the partners. Once again, OKX Australia. Massive shout out to you guys. Obviously, the first channel partner of GC Crypto TV. So big thank you to you guys for supporting us, keeping the lights on, allowing Greeny to enjoy a few tequilas over in Spain as well. I did put the link down there in the description. You guys can grab $75 of free Bitcoin. Thanks to the guys over there. Obviously, jump in, use our link. I posted it before. And if you have any questions, fire them away. I actually did get a few people yesterday, shout out Brioni if you're watching, a lady I used to train back in the gym, messaged me to ask me about crypto and OKX and stuff. So it's actually been a while since I've had someone reach out on Facebook. So maybe that's a good sign, guys, that that other people are watching now, normal people, not just us fucking crazy. But again, shout out to OKX before I go off tangent too long. And obviously massive shout out over there to Yeet. We've got our $1,000 giveaway in tomorrow. 24 hours, actually less than 24 hours tomorrow morning for me. So we'll do that again. Actually, we're tomorrow. Are we, Greeny, tomorrow? Are we doing it or not?
No, I can't do tomorrow. I can do Monday, I think. I think Monday will be yeah.
Cool. All good, dude. Yeah, we got plenty of people entered in. We'll run that through now. I might just post the link, guys, real quick. So this is the link to obviously join up with Yeet and go into the draw to win the $1,000 tomorrow. Obviously, just go in there. Don't gamble too hard, guys. If you're a degenerate gambler, probably don't do it and lose all your money. But if you can afford to lose what you're betting, that's good to go. Go in there, bet a bit of volume, and then tune in live. Follow us on Kick. Follow us on X. GC Crypto TV, that is not us personally, and then we'll give you a code on the stream to enter, and then you go into the draw to win. And we'll I'll do a couple of spins, one for the whales, and then a couple more for the lowest spenders. Other than that, let's kick off the show, Greeny. What are we thinking?
Mate, we'll start with the majors. Obviously, I think that's a really good place to start with because I mean the market is just so like, just so I don't even know how to describe this. It's just choppy, really, isn't it? Like, and like, it's been hard for me. I want to talk about like, yeah, full screen. Let's go.
How do I do? If
I
that'll
want to
work.
talk about obviously decisions that you have to make when you're plugged in and when you're not plugged in.
Sorry, I'll get this down.
Um, there we go. Now we're talking. And like for me, someone like me who hasn't been able to be like plugged in to the markets at all over the past 2 weeks, I've had to like I've actually de-risked a lot of money. Like I sold. We'll
Yeah,
talk about abstract. I'll talk about NFTs. I want to talk about the whole Asta airdrop inside. I don't know if you've spoken about that at all recently.
not much.
Yeah, I was diving into that yesterday. The I want to talk about majors. Like I have de-risked a significant amount of my portfolio just so that I can travel. What are you Craig's all over the shot, guys.
Sorry, guys, I don't normally have control of that. Well, actually, I do, but I normally play around live. You go, Greeny. I'm going to stop touching stuff. Sorry.
I just like look. I left Australia last 10 days ago or something, and I was like, look, okay, I'm happy with all the positions. Market looks okay here. Then we obviously had the Fed come in. FOMC was like, yeah, look, we're not 100, like we cut a rate, but we still don't know what's happening yet in the near future. We don't like what's happening there from a macro sense. Like I listened to a heap of podcasts last week from like Raoul Paul and a bunch of other liquidity experts around macro and I was like, look, they are all still pretty like not bullish, but they're all like liquidity should still be increasing and top towards Q1, Q2 next year, 2026. So that sort of like gave me a little bit of insight from what they're thinking. But from a personal point of view, I like got to London last week and I was like, you know what, like the market looks pretty trashy. So like I de-risked a lot of my longs. I've only got about $3,000 on abstract now. I took it all off there.
Ooh. Did you
Just
get a few
again,
messages about that?
yeah. Oh, you should see the group chat, mate. It's hilarious.
'Cause, you must have. That's a fair sell-off, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, and again, there's a few reasons I did it. It's good to see. I just put a tweet out earlier about Saigar, who's put up some of the updates for abstract. So that's good. I mean, it's finally they're taking on feedback from the community. I think that's a smart move for them to be making. But for me personally, I was like, look, I'm sick of these. Like, it just goes against everything. Like my whole like trading thesis, like is like don't hold a weak position, and that's they're all bloody weak. Let's be transparent here. All those meme coins are weak, and they're gonna keep being weak until there's an increase in liquidity or there's an increase in demand in the chain. Like meme coins are the absolute end of risk as a curve or as a spectrum, right? And I don't think people realize that. And when you think about it on a new layer two, on a new like on Ethereum, where you got to remember meme coins on Ethereum have not been a thing since 2023, Greg, right? So the
Look
fact
at
that you then
Pepe, look
take
at
it
Mog. Yeah,
exactly, look at Mog, look at Pepe, look at
some of the best
Ticker Bitcoin,
coins there.
exactly. Like
Enough
these were massive 23, 24. They were massive, and Ethereum has not had strong meme coins since way back then. Maybe except for like Nero or
fun.
the Doge one. They were like two of the more notable ones. But Solana's dominated that sort of thesis and that narrative. And so I was thinking, okay, well, I already know this. If abstract is then also an issue for people to not an issue, but like it's friction for people to bridge to.
Yeah,
I was like, why should I even have I had like 20% of my portfolio over there.
yeah.
And then it slowly started dripping down, dripping down. Like, oh, dude, I can't. It makes me sick because like it's not how I trade. It's not how I've executed this cycle. And so I was like, you know what, I need to de-risk this. And now I've de-risked all the way down to about $3,000. I've moved it pretty much all into stables, to be honest. And I was going to send some money over to Asta and try and farm that for the next 2 weeks because I think that's just a no-brainer personally.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a little bit late to that because I was traveling, unfortunately. But that was I want to talk about that because I think a lot of people don't understand. Like abstract is very risky, particularly the meme coins. It's not necessarily that I'm bearish on the chain at all. I think it's a great chain. I think it's got a great sort of consumer focus. I think if they can go with I think they just need to change their approach with a few different things,
Yeah.
which Saiga's tweet basically confirms today.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right. That's
but
right.
I think for moving forward, they need to, yeah, it needs to evolve, and then I'm more confident to buy again the meme coins, which is the extent, like the massive side of the risk right over there. So I was like, okay, I've de-risked, and then the abstract Discord, I mean not Discord, Telegram group was, it's just hilarious
I
reading some
don't
of
even
it.
see it. I don't actually go into them very often because I find
Oh,
going into group chats is pretty bad for your trading
yeah,
strategy because
I
people.
usually leave them. I usually leave them as well because it not that it doesn't influence me, but it's just interesting reading up. It, like a lot of people whinge, a lot of people, oh, Greeny's selling the bottom line. Probably not, honestly, dude. I'm probably de-risking the portfolio.
Yeah, I think they might still be lower to go, possibly. I mean, it's not like the team, like even those guys put those tweets out. That's going to take
Correct.
time to implement. It's going to take time for people to trust the team. Not that trust was necessarily lost for any good reason. It's just the way it goes because people were thinking, okay, Q4 it's going to launch. Q4 is what, like 1 week away, less, 6 days or something. People are probably like, well, fuck. The way the team's now speaking makes you think Q4, mid Q4, could go Q1.
Not even Q4.
Yeah.
Honestly, I put a ping in, like, because I keep GTG up to date with what I'm doing. And I said, guys, I'm de-risking here and saved ourselves probably another 30 to 50% drawdown. But more to the point is one of the big reasons was like, look, all the language, what I'm seeing, what I understand from crypto is that I don't really see why would they're not launching a token. Like, how are they going to launch a token in this environment? Or like, what do they need to shift to? Like, can they achieve that in 1, 2, 3 months? I'm not sure. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff in crypto and I'm like, can they get there? Maybe not. So that was another big reason for me. I was like, okay, well, there's like, I'm just like, Asta's over here happening. You've got Avantis as well happening over on base. These things are absolutely killing it right now. You've got this other one, like 2 other perp dexes on Solana. I'm like, that's like chase the new trend. Like as much as crypto is volatile, you need to be plugged into the volatility, or you need to have an active approach with this. Otherwise, you're going to get caught holding shit to zero. Like it's the same as the same as ordinals, Craig. It's the same as runes. It's the same as Solana NFTs. It's the same as ETH NFTs. Like everything is like cycle goes through cycles, and if you don't understand that and trade with the trends, then you're going to be left in the dust. So I think that's just something to be aware of. And volume is back down at 5 million per day at the moment, and a lot of these tokens have pulled back quite a long way. So Absters, sub 20 mil. A lot of these tokens are now sub multi mil. So yeah, look, I do hope they run it back, but again, you got to remember that a chain isn't their meme coins. If the meme coins are the main conversation, if people are watching my wallet because Greeny's selling meme coins, that doesn't give me confidence about what the chain's trying to achieve, you know, or at least the consumer focus of the consumers.
My idea of the abstract chain is that it's an application store like Apple, and you go there to play apps that are tied into crypto, where retail don't necessarily care or know that it's crypto. You kind of make it so easy for them that they forget it's crypto. That's the way I look at it anyway. It's an app store, not a meme. I mean, you're trading memes there, that's definitely part of it, but I don't think that's the main meal, because you can get that anywhere, and you can get it on bigger chains, more liquidity. Why would you go to an L2 for smaller liquidity when you could Solana with loads of liquidity?
Yeah, exactly. And you want to trade where there's volume, right? You want to trade there's volume, and even Solana. And this is the other reason. Like, it's like abstract. Like Solana volume is down. Solana on-chain traders is down. Solana launches of meme coins is down. Like, so on-chain trading has been horrible, literally since January this year. So it's like, for me, I've really stepped away from that market because you don't have an edge there. There's not enough volatility. There's not enough volume for me to be like, well, we can actively trade these sort of setups. If you capture a trend, like obviously a few things that happen, then sure, you can make money. But outside that, you're gambling a lot. So yeah, it's just an interesting take. I just wanted to discuss that because I think a lot of people are still like, oh, what's happening over there? So, I mean, if you look at the market right now, it looks pretty shit. Like the market is just dumping. It's red. Ethereum is losing probably an important level for me. Here at what is this, the 4.1k sort of region. So it looks like it definitely wants to head towards sort of 3.6, probably 3.4 to 3.6 is probably where I'd say it looks like it wants to head around this sort of region. So that's a big level. I did long this initial test the other day, but in GTG, but it has obviously broken that stop loss of break even, so protecting downside risk. But for me, this is a big one, Craig. Like, we've rejected from the high in 2021. We are now losing this key range level here, which is technically the previous highs of this cycle of the triple top here. So it looks like we do want a greater pullback sort of towards this region down here at about 3.8k down to maybe 3.4k. And again, like I discussed earlier, with Raoul Paul and liquidity, like the macro bulls out there are still thinking 26 for liquidity. And if you look at stocks, they're at all-time highs. You look at gold, it's at all-time highs. And like, it's just crazy. Like, look at like gold's at all-time highs. It's just wild. Like silver also nearly all-time highs. So for me, I'm like, okay, well, crypto should not necessarily like be correlated, but it needs to be holding some of these key levels. Like this is total crypto market cap, and honestly, maybe it's going to break down from here, and correct a little bit. Like we might lose like $30 billion here, or like it might be a lot, like potentially, or 300 billion. Sorry. So I don't know. It's an interesting time in the market right now for me. I'd like to hear your opinion. What have you been talking about with in terms of like where you think we are cycle wise with and majors, and like for a lot of people who watch our show, like a lot of people probably hold a lot of altcoins and a lot of meme coins. So we should probably discuss like how's that like feeling the psychology and the emotions of dealing with that, I suppose.
Yeah. So for me personally, I'm looking for bottom signals.
Hmm.
For instance, just so to settle people's nerves, I mean, Bitcoin's down currently 9.7% from all-time high. So
Hmm. Correct.
it's it's what I'd call a shallow pullback, really. I know it doesn't feel like that if you're heavy in alts and memes, and I think that's why sentiment on the timeline so poor is
Hmm.
because you can tell how few people are heavy Bitcoin. If you were
Hmm.
heavy Bitcoin and you're down 10%, do you care? I don't.
Hmm.
I bought
No.
more today, bro. I bought more.
Yeah.
Um, so for me personally, I'm trying to find evidence of bottoms. So what I spoke about was it yesterday on stream and the day before was things like liquidation levels. So obviously we had I think it was like 1.6 billion of long liquidations 2 days ago. So looking for data points like that, so massive amounts of liquidations typically mark bottoms. Fear and greed. Obviously, I'm looking for fear/extreme fear to mark a bottom.
Hmm.
And then looking at long short ratio, which has kind of evened up. It had evened up from a 5%
Hmm.
differential to about a 1%. So it's kind of back to almost even. So for me, that just sort of means the market's kind of absorbed or has almost absorbed that downside move. So
Hmm.
if this, I feel like we're getting signs of a bottom. The
Hmm.
liquidations were 85% less yesterday than the day before. So
Hmm.
the damage I think's been done. Is it fully done? Like you just said, we're on thin ice, man. Like
Mm. I
we're
think,
we're either going to go to 107 next,
yeah, yeah,
according to the fibs, and I don't mind that. It's just that if we go to 107, I would really like to see a strong ejection from there, man.
yeah.
I don't want to see us fucking dilly dally around 107 too long, but I think we are seeing signs of a bottom forming.
Hmm.
It's just, I agree with you that the bottom may not be in. It may be about 7% away. So it's
Yeah,
actually not that far away if we go lower. I'm not saying that is the bottom. I actually don't know. No one
yeah.
knows. But as far as probabilities go, I don't think we've seen the top. But what you're saying, I think, is that we may not have seen the bottom of this correction. So
Hmm.
if Bitcoin pulls back another 7% and goes to 107, that's where you're going to see extreme fear come in, man. Uh,
Hmm.
and that's why I'll be looking for things like I spoke about. Liquidations will go bonkers. Extreme fear will kick in. Long short ratio will go to whack. Shorts will be heavily favored, and that may give us the boost we need
Yeah.
to to propel up. Now that all of that stuff's all great and good, but those are just clues. I mean, I'm still of the idea. I'm starting to come around now to maybe Q1 next year, maybe, or even Q2 next year, man. Like, I don't know though, or you know what my gut says though. My gut says we drop to 107 and we rock it, and no one gets entries. And I think we just fucking, and then the last leg of the bull run is going to be that, but it's going to be on
Mm.
a time frame that long, short,
Mm.
sharp, high, no entries, people ape late, blow off top, same as always, right? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get a double top like we did in 21, but then you could say this could be the double top now if we sort of did a little, if we tap that prior all-time high and break down.
Well,
That's
yeah, that would in
over.
like on this is a 3-day chart, and that could be a triple top. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
this high is a lower high as well, technically. But
correct.
I mean, for me, right, like, I mean, I kind of agree with your thesis. Like here on the weekly, we kind of do have a swing failure pattern played out. We got rejection from 119. We've never closed above 119 on the weekly. We have now another lower high. So this next low, wherever it comes in, is vast, like very important with
Yeah.
like what happens. I'll give you one better. I think we go lower personally. I think we go sub 100. in this corrective move. I think we could hit the golden pocket here between 93.99,
Fuck.
or at least the bottom of the range at about 101. Again, the market, like, who's buying? Like, you got it. Like who's coming in here? Like, and I put a tweet up yesterday or the day before saying, people in 2021 didn't know what crypto was. They didn't know. It was very speculative. It was new. A lot of people were like, look, like, I'm going to buy this asset. Everyone said, oh, crypto only goes up. It's crazy. Blah, 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 blah. Look how much it's up. It's going to keep going up. Like, people talk about 100K. So we got the blow off top then. And a lot of people like yourself is when you joined crypto is 2021, right?
A lot of people were just stuck at home during COVID. So
Exactly.
a lot of people were bored at home. They were getting stimmy checks from the government because they couldn't go to work. So people were bored at home, and I think gambling. I think they just were like, well, what can I do at home? I'm getting paid to work for free. I'm meant to be working at home, but really, who's doing that, right? Other than people that are disciplined. So I think a lot of people over that time during 2021 were stuck at home, bored, and looking for something to do. And I think crypto was just because it was on the news all the time because it was pumping. They went, oh, let me dabble. I know that because A, I did it, and B, a lot of my friends did it. And a lot of those friends have not returned.
Yeah.
So we are.
Exactly. What I'm trying to like get to is like the people who bought the top in 2021, they just want to get out.
Probably,
they're not like, there's no one
on this pump.
There's not many people who are coming in now and going, oh shit, Bitcoin's at 111, like $1,000, or in Australia terms, that's like $180,000 for one Bitcoin. Like, there's not a lot of people that are walking in and going, oh yeah, I'm going to buy some right here.
Price, great price, yeah.
Exactly. I think a lot of people, as you say, are not as plugged in. I don't think they have as much liquidity these days. That's a big one as well, because life's expensive. And the third one is people have learned from 2021. It's no longer this speculative industry. Sure, it is. It's very volatile. Don't get me wrong. But you've got the ETFs demand there, which really front run this cycle. We spoke about this quite a lot. And GM to Dan, GM to a few others, Chris as well, and Luke Star, or Luxstar, sorry. But guys, like, my thinking is like, okay, one scenario, the top's in. Like, the top is in already, and we are in a corrective way. The second thing I want to talk about, Greg, is Bitcoin might be. Yeah, I'm in Spain. Very off time for the stream. Yeah, I know. I'm in Europe. This is the only time you can like match Australia in Europe to a suitable time. But I want to talk about, Craig, what if Bitcoin is in its own cycle now? It's no longer in a 4-year cycle. Altcoins and meme coins, as I've said for months, they're never going to see their all-time highs. It's pretty rare for something to probably ever see its all-time highs again. Like, what if Bitcoin is decorrelating from the rest of crypto? Maybe Ethereum follows, not sure. Maybe some other altcoins follow when their ETFs get live. What if Bitcoin's in this whole new just like slow grind up, slow grind down? Like, it's in it's going to be volatile, but it's not going to be this massive corrective wave, massive blow off tops anymore, because it's now this appreciated asset that like a shit ton of people are buying worldwide. But your altcoins and your meme coins are going to be a little bit more like, yeah, well, okay, is the full like crypto cycle happening? Probably not. Is it? Okay, well then these are going to go up a lot more. I don't know. This is at least what I'm thinking about at this point in time, is maybe Bitcoin's really starting to separate itself from the rest of the market. So for me, at least, I had to I de-risked. Like, I literally, I don't even know. I have so much money just in fiat / stables, just because when I was traveling, I was like, if I'm not plugged in every day, I don't want to be I think we either go sideways for a bit, or we at least correct. Like, that's the two sort of preferences I have here. I don't see us going up for at least a couple months personally.
Yeah, I'm sort of thinking the same. I wonder how. I mean, if we just bounce around this level we are now, which we've been fucking around with for a while, like 111,000 on the day, we've tapped it almost 3 times or close enough of late. What's going to be the thing that sends it from here? Like, why does
it from here? What catalyst? What catalyst is there?
So either it needs to be news. But I mean, I don't even like saying that, because I think news will just give a reason anyway. I don't think it'll be the reason. Or we dip to, like you said, the lower regions. Like I said the 107. You said even lower. Then buyers go, "Oh, it's sub 100. That's a steal," and then they enter, right? I mean, one thing to take into account, I suppose, is ETF inflows and outflows. ETF outflows have been big as of late. That typically has marked bottom. So I've counter traded ETF flows the whole cycle. So every time there's high inflows, sell. Every time there's outflows, buy. There's a lot of
Mhm.
outflows at the moment. So the ETFs, even though people think these ETFs are these magical things that seem to know the market, looking at
Mhm.
ETF inflows and outflows, they're completely fucking wrong, and they behave very much like retail.
Mhm.
The outflows have been large. I do think that's good signs of bottoms forming, and that may be the catalyst we need to rocket up will be the inflows of ETFs, timing it wrong.
Mhm.
So that's one thing I can give you guys that hopefully gives you a little bit of a bullish take on it. But
Mhm.
I get it. It's a sensitive time, man. It's a tricky time. It's actually a shit time. This
Mhm.
time of the bull run is so fucking hard because you don't.
Mhm.
I've been saying this for so many months now because once you hit a new all-time high, you've got no fucking historical data. So I
Mhm.
have to chart higher, right? If you're not
Mhm.
like in a bull run, in a bull run, in the bear market, it was quite easy because when we dipped down to say 17K, you had all that left-hand side of the chart to look where liquidity was, where there was resistance. I could quite accurately guess what people would do.
Yeah.
Because I'm now looking to the right side of the chart, which I don't know what it looks like. No one does know what the right side looks like because we're only, like I said, we're 9% down from all-time high. We're not that low. So
No.
it's like,
But I think a big thing is like you've adjusted, right? You've adjusted from being a degen early in the cycle to becoming more of a Bitcoin maxi,
yeah,
right? And so you don't feel that volatility. Whereas the common crypto investor
yeah,
trader is
yeah.
has a like trades the degenerate side and doesn't even hold Bitcoin. You put out any poll, I've put out polls all cycle around how much
How much
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
people
they have?
own. No one. Like, the percentage is always the lowest. Like, I say, like, "Do you own a little bit? Do you own 1? Do you own 0.5?" Like, and a lot of people do not. A lot of people don't. So it's interesting. And I mean, look at yeah, look. I
I think
know a few people in the chat are
is
saying,
just to intervene there. I think that's because I think people here need to. One thing that I find with people in crypto, and I do get it because I guess it's a young man's sport to a certain degree. Although I have checked the analytics, and the people that follow me are between 30 and 44 a lot. So I'm like, maybe they're
"Yeah,
than I give them credit for. But they behave immaturely, I feel, maybe it's a sign of desperation. But
mhm,
people are here for 1,000 X's. They're here for life changing money in
exactly.
1 month.
Yeah,
I found it's taken me, and the reason I bring this up, I actually had that lady ask me yesterday, she goes, "Have you been doing this full time since 21?" I said, "Yes." And she goes, "Have you managed to replace a wage?" And I was like, "I have." And she found that quite mind blowing. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because people are desperate. They've got no money. They might only have $1,000 to put in. Now, Bitcoin doesn't look that sexy because she asked me, she goes, "How much do you think Bitcoin will go up from here?" And I said, "Oh man, if we got 30%, I'd be quite happy." Now, for
yeah.
her, that's shit. Like, what, she's going to
With
put
a
a
small portfolio. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she's going to put $1,000 in and walk away 300 Australian profit and then
Mm,
get taxed at 50%. She walks away with $150. That's not what she wants to hear from me. And I could feel the disappointment in her voice when I said 20 to 30%. And I just knew it. I knew it, but I actually said that on purpose to calm her down because I
mhm,
didn't want to, because I don't want to hurt people. So that's why I think they're in those assets like alts and memes because they're looking for that like Hail Mary feel good story, like a K Money Mog story where you walked away with
mhm,
8 figs or whatever, 7 figs or whatever.
mhm.
If you can believe P&Ls, guys, by the way, you've got to be careful. I'm not
Yeah,
saying about K money. I'm saying be careful trusting the timeline. People are full of shit.
yeah.
I've seen many calls put up
Same.
P&Ls, and those are the guys that I see in group chats begging for half a soul. So
Yeah.
they're full of shit. But they do it for engagement and they do it so people trust them. But I think the problem is people need to zoom out and understand. So I guess what I was trying to say, it's taken me 4 to 5 years, and Greeny, you're going on 7, 8, or 9. It's taken me 4 or 5 to get to a position where my bags are growing significantly.
Yeah.
But that's taken a long time, dude. And that didn't happen from 21 to 23, man. I was juggling a portfolio that would fluctuate from 20 grand to zero, 30 grand
Mhm,
zero. Like I get fucked, then zero, and then fight. And get, like I was battling like that 5 fig for so long. And then,
mhm,
you know what saved me? Bitcoin, man. Like
mhm,
I just bought Bitcoin with you heavily at 30, 40 grand and I sold it all the way up and I tripled my port. I think
mhm,
if everyone could rewind to 22, I think everyone would buy Bitcoin. It's done an
mhm,
8x. A
mhm.
clean, safe 8x is fucking massive.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
I could go back in time, bro, I would take. No, I wouldn't because I did quite well on Sol, but I definitely would just go head
Correct, yeah.
to Bitcoin and just fucking ride it, man.
And I think that's okay. Let's talk about this. So, and the point, the point we have here on the analysis we have on the screen here is basically quarterly returns. And Bitcoin historically has an 85% average return in Q4. So that'll be very interesting because Q4 starts in about 6 days. The point that you're making, let me take this to screen, and I do want to talk about what Dan says because it's a very different conversation as well. Like I think the time of the cycle matters, right? We are very much close to the end of the cycle, guys,
The
and
slippery slope.
no one else is saying this. We've been saying this for a while. I've been saying this for a while. Like we are very much closer to the end of the cycle than we are to the next aggressive wave. Maybe we do have one more wave up to 150k, 130k, something like that. But the rest of like Solana just rejected again, and I guess who bloody told everyone it's probably going to reject.
Didn't we, Greeny? We were in GTG.
I literally sold some. I sold the soul that I had left over. Exactly.
And I remember I just want to bring up a fact. I remember Eli jumped on stream last week and said, "Oh, I'm never listening to you guys again about altcoins." He was referring. I just want to correct. I didn't clear it up at the time when he said it because I got caught a bit off guard with his comment. He said, "I'm never listening to you again because you said Solana won't hit another all-time high." Now, the thing is, that comment that he made may be right for a month, but we were right for 2 years and made a lot of money.
Craig, we're coming up on 3 years now. So
what I want to address with Eli there, and I'm not trying to badmouth Eli here, but Solana still might not hit another all-time high, by the way, guys.
It could, but everyone
needs to calm down for a sec. You and I changed our mind and said it could. It's starting the Solana versus Ethereum pair. Solana's starting to show strength. So we report the data, not the feeling. We didn't say it wouldn't see a new all-time high. The data was saying it probably wouldn't, and the data there saying it may not again. So so the thing is, it's 3 years later.
We're still
it might. But I just want to, so it's important to understand timing and context of these conversations because Greeny and I have swapped out of Ethereum and Solana several times over the last 4 years. And we've pretty much nailed it to a T, dude. We ran up Ethereum memes, pivoted to Solana for 2 years, bro, that was like you on Mad Lads. It's disgusting, actually.
And Memecoins, man. Like, take me back. That's the best time to over.
Easiest money in my life, man. Easiest money in my life. I'd love to go back there. And then we pivoted. We took out massive Solana profits, went to ordinals, got massive bags of Bitcoin, pivoted to Ethereum. You killed it on Pudgies. Then we went back to Solana, and then we said we may not see a new all-time high for Solana. Along the way, in those 3 years, I don't even know. Yeah. I'm not even going to say ATO may be listening, but it was quite good, man.
You can be right. I mean, I'm about to pay the ATO yet again, a massive fee, so whatever. But you can be right for a couple of months. You can be right for a couple of weeks. If you're right for a couple of years, you actually know what you're doing. That's the biggest difference. And that's why people follow us. And that's why a lot of people crash out. That's why a lot of people don't follow other people because they're not consistent enough. They haven't been through like the tops and the downs and the ups, the downs, the tops, the bottoms, all that sort of stuff. They haven't slugged through a market that's like shit. And guess who put a tweet out saying, "Hey, this is a massive resistance area. Yeah. I would look to think about this. This is support that we haven't been above since we broke it, which is bullish structure change here way back in February. We rejected from there." Sure, I literally said, I'm not worried, but Solana could go sub $200. And this is when Solana was at 240 and everyone's like, Greeny, it's going to all-time highs. Greeny, it's going to all-time highs. I was like, look, it very much could. I want to see it go above this level. It rejected, and where is it today? Nearly sub $200. Hey, I mean, it's all public on the timeline. So, guys, make sure you click follow on GC Crypto. Make sure you click sub. Make sure you give us some love on Kick, okay? Give us some love on Crypto Twitter as well.
And I think
we actually know our shit.
To Greeny, the creators, not just us, but all the creators who turn up. And I want to give a shout out to even Bodoggos, Mando, OSEP, all those guys who even Ansem to Syndication. I'm going to take that name back to Syndication.
He's fallen off. He's
missing his mark a little bit now. And that does happen. It does happen if you become main character. You have to start creating narratives to try and look like the main character still. So I feel for the guy. I hope I never become the main character because I don't want – it's quite a heavy I feel for the
I
dude.
want you to become the main
No,
character.
you, Greeny. But I forgot. Oh, sorry. So shout out to those creators, Clemente, still dancing on stage when the market's down. To those people that turn up when it's bad, because you know how easy it is to turn up when it's green. It's fucking easy, dude. I've got
Yeah.
so much energy in the morning when Bitcoin's all time high. I don't even need a coffee. Today's
It's
different,
not
man.
hard. Yeah.
My
Exactly.
bags are down. I need a coffee. I have to do a lot of self-talk. I have to go to the gym. I mean, for instance, my abstract bags are down 60%. So for all the people that are out there going, oh, Craig, you're so lucky you're heavy in Bitcoin, don't worry, man. I've got pain. Like, I've still got pain, but the only thing I can control, I can't control the market, but I can control how I respond to it. And that's a really big lesson.
Correct.
It's a big lesson in love. It's a big lesson in relationships. And one of the best things trading's taught me is I can't control my wife, for instance, but I can control how I respond to her. And that's a very important thing. And it actually will help you guys with your personal relationships if you can just control your emotions and sometimes just take a step back, calm yourself down before you just, that's not what I said to your wife or to your partner or whatever. Same with the markets. And I put a post out today going, guys, go get some sunshine, go for a walk. I walked my dog today. I went to the gym today. I did everything I could today to
feel good.
My mindset, and also to improve my mind, because I want to be sharp when this move comes, which I think it will. But I'm not going to sit here staring at the chart, looking at the 15-minute chart, going, oh, that could be the pump now. Guys, go to the weekly, man. And if you zoom out to the weekly or the daily, that will show you, we could, like Greeny said, we could be sitting here for fucking 8 more weeks.
We could be,
12.
exactly. We could be here till Christmas. Like, generally, guys, as
you're
someone,
going to get fucking cataracts. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, and Craig's in the same capacity here. But I've looked at tens of thousands of charts over the past, like, I don't even know, 10 years nearly in crypto. I joined in 2016, but like, yeah, look, that's again a big level for Solana. It needs to hold 190 between sort of this level here at about 193 to 200. If it starts to lose that, then I am a little bit worried. And again, I de-risked. And I think it's important that you understand that, and you understand that trends can't last forever, unfortunately. So yeah, no, we keep it real. We keep it real, Craig. We've kept it real all cycle.
Look, telling the truth hurts sometimes. It's the same in relationships and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, hopefully the viewers that are listening to us now, I hope these moments here build moments of trust, because it's very easy to be the man at all-time high. I know that for a fact. For you, Greeny, it's very easy to look like the man. Everyone pats you on the back and, Craig, you're the fucking man. Being the man's not now. It is now. It's when you come here and you settle nerves and you go, guys, you got to fucking relax, man. And if you're hurting, my best piece of advice is look at why you're hurting and change it now. Like, change it now. So it's like being in a relationship that's toxic and you keep complaining that you're getting upset. It's
exactly.
Like, change. You've got to change something, right? So
it's the same as feeling shitty. Your diet shit. You feel shit. Do something about it. The only person yeah.
Anyway, on to Asta, bro. I feel
so
sick.
Talk to me about what you know about this, because then I'll talk about my perspective as well.
So shout out again to Alpha Sayan. I'm in a group chat. I should actually get you in there, Greeny. It's
that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good.
They're pretty good. They're pretty switched on. They're not loud on the timeline either. So it's just giga brains. They don't talk loudly, but they're quite good. Anyway, I was going to buy this on their dip there, classic fucking story. And I went to DCA and I opened up my wallet. I was like, I was picking between this and Pengu. And I saw this pulling back. I don't know why I fucking did it. And I went quite heavy into Pengu. And then this fucking ripped. And the thing was, this for me, I'm angry at this, not because I missed it, because it was so obvious, dude. And I'm like, this is my jam, dude. Like, this is the sort of stuff I dominate, especially with CZ. You don't fade him. This is a crime pump all day, bro. Like, this is.
It is.
So I like these because I like swimming with the whales, and I'm not the guy saying it's a crime pump, keep away. I'm like, no, ape in. Like, crime pumps I love, but also you got to get in early, because if he owns fucking 90%, I had a couple of people asking me in group chats. They were like, "Is it a good thing he holds that much supply, or a bad thing?" It's a two-headed snake, isn't it? It's good for a bit, but he has shilled things at the past that went to zero on Binance. So CZ, I mean, he's been to jail, guys. I'm not saying that makes him a bad man. I've had instances with Binance whereby they acted pretty shady in a couple of ways. Now, I'm not saying Binance is bad. I'm just saying their customer service. Yeah, they were definitely in the wrong. And my money was very hard to get out, and I'd done nothing wrong. So I
Hmm.
had a bad taste with Binance before. Once again, I'm not shaming the whole company. I'm just giving the experience that I've had. That
Exactly.
made me be a bit wary of them. I'm not saying that makes them criminals. I'm just saying that was my experience before. CZ's been to jail. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but he's also a businessman. He wants to make money. I have heard things like Binance attacking order books on leverages on, Greeny, you could probably talk a bit more like that, hunting stop losses. I remember 21 them hunting stop losses on there because they can see the order books, guys.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, anywho,
When
run me through what
so
you.
Well, like I was obviously traveling, and of course, the biggest like thing in a while happens when I'm bloody in the air, and I was like,
Probably needed
far
you for
out.
that moment for a bit of someone to talk to on it, actually.
Look, it's really nice to step away. That's what I want to talk about. That it's really nice to. This is the first time I've been properly like unplugged for 2 years.
Yeah, it's
So it's really nice to step away and like, yeah, people are like, oh, why are you tweeting? I'm like, yeah, because I enjoy tweeting. I'm going to tweet no matter what. Like,
and
I
tweeting's
just love
not a massive
exactly.
brain. And with you, if you're presenting data or questions, it's not like you have to get
Yeah,
engrossed in the comments either.
and as a key opinion leader, Craig, and
That's
you,
exactly right. And
you need to keep a cadence with your tweets, otherwise followers drop off, otherwise engagement drops off. So
you will lose,
that's something.
you'll lose all your sponsors, Greeny.
Well, yeah. Well, it's
Not
true. You
our
should. It's,
sponsors, yeah.
no,
Hey,
no, no.
by the way, tell Reach to get back to me. I've been trying to get hold of those fucking dirty
Oh
rats.
yeah, I can DM. Yeah, I can DM.
Please do, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, that's a. I mean, yeah, a massive shout out to them for yeah, they're bringing me a lot of like sort of new ideas and things as well, which is amazing. So, yeah, the creator economy is definitely where you want to be. But anyways, Asta specifically, like
Yep.
I was. Yeah, what I think it launched. If I have a look at this, it literally launched when I was like traveling last week. So I was like, oh my god, like I was like with family, with friends, like I was like hungover because we went out and had a big party and stuff. So I was like, I just wasn't plugged in. And then we saw this pullback. I was like, oh, I missed the pullback. It was about here when it started to break out like a couple of days ago where I started to be plugged into the markets again, where I was like, okay, I'll check a few charts now, have a look. I was like, okay, I'll miss the long opportunity. Then I wanted to short here. And unfortunately, we got stopped out short. And now we've just put in a triple top here. We've broken this macro support. So we are now bouncing at the previous all time high. So maybe we bounce from here. But if not, this definitely corrects back towards probably $1.50 potentially.
Mhm.
So I was maybe I was one high off where you could have shorted from. But it is what it is. That's trading. And I put a tweet out actually about that. And people were like, Greeny, thanks for sharing that you lose. And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not here to show you that I win all the time. I think that's a big thing that creators get wrong as well. And that's why Clemente's just blown up. He's over 50,000 followers, guys. Like he was below me like 4 months ago, maybe. I don't know.
Going up.
Anyways, and because he's transparent, I think that's a big lesson for a lot of people. You can be transparent about wins. Any loser, honestly, you're a loser if you create content about winning all the time. Okay, where you separate yourself from the crowd is if you create content about like losing and not winning 100% of the time, because people then learn to trust you. As Craig mentioned earlier, like it's the same with our show here. Like we've been doing this since 2023. There's a reason people know that they can plug into the GC Crypto Show and actually get real facts, real analysis, and real takes on the market, and conversations around us talking through again the volatility of crypto. But it's about making sure that you're transparent. I think that's the biggest. If you have a following in crypto, if you want to follow in crypto, be transparent. Talk about your story. Talk about being unique. Talk about what you're doing. Talk about what worked, what didn't work, all these sorts of things. And so, yeah, I looked to short here because I was like, look, this is definitely a retest of all-time high, rejection, and then unfortunately pumped up, did one more wave. If we do have a look here, it's a key level for me. But there is still an airdrop, Greg. So for me, I jumped in GTG yesterday, and I said, hey guys, like I'm going to bridge some, and this is a big reason again. Like I put another tweet up yesterday about sometimes I'm not necessarily bearish about say abstract. I just think there's a better opportunity for the next week, for the next month, maybe for the next 3 months. Okay. And that's why taking my money off abstract and putting it maybe onto Asta, farming that airdrop for a little bit might be the best thing to do right now in crypto. And
Mhm.
people will fade that. And then probably it's the same as Hyperliquid. I didn't know about Hyperliquid till it was live, right? However, I would have farmed the shit out of that if I knew
Yeah.
if I knew it was what it was. So I think with Hyperliquid, with what like on-chain dexes has really been a shift, I think. And CZ wouldn't have created this if he wasn't scared about what Hyperliquid is achieving. So
Yeah.
that's the first thing. I do agree with the crime, and if they hold a massive amount of supply, look, I think I think that's probably a good thing. I'll lean towards that being more of a good thing. The fact that it has his name on it is actually a good thing because there's money. You know that there's money. You know that there's history there. So yeah, it's going to be probably look to take profits, but it's more like no, I could probably confidently put 10K on there or put 25K on there and trade it and maybe walk away with a decent couple of airdrops or something
Mm-hmm.
because it is him, it's Binance, it's all that sort of stuff. And again, I'm not the biggest fan of Binance. There's a reason I partner with Bybit. There's a reason I partner with OKX, okay? Because I don't like I'm not the biggest fan of that platform and that big dog. So again, everyone has their own preferences, but for me here, I think this is a possibly another good pullback opportunity. Again, we'll just see what the market has in store for us. But again, if the majors are pulling back, then everything's going to pull back. And I think a lot of people still don't get that, Craig. Like if Bitcoin and Ethereum are showing weakness, your meme coins are going to show weakness. Your altcoins are going to show weakness. I mean, look at the market; it's all red. It's literally all red. It's all red. There's not one thing in my list that's green, except for BTC dominance, which is nearly back at 59, Craig. So,
Yeah, BTCD.
so like
Yeah, same.
this is maybe pushing back towards 60% for the first time in a while. So, yeah, look, with Asta, it's definitely one to keep an eye on. Avantis is the other one that I've got my eye on, which is the base one. It broke out of this low time frame wedge as well. Again, I didn't really take this trade because I wasn't like, again, look at the move. It's not very aggressive. It's not very strong here. Like I mean, it's back at break even. So for me, wasn't really interested in this sort of trade here. But these are certainly ones that I don't mind looking at right now. Is Avantis, is Asta, and I think farming that airdrop is not a bad bet. So I'll drop the referral, guys, because I think I'm gonna do it. Hopefully, I'll have some time today. If the family drops out, I could probably maybe record a little bit of a tutorial on it about how to get started, how to trade on there, what to do. But you've got about 2 weeks still until it does finish, or about 10 days until stage 2 finishes, and that there's still that airdrop there. So again, like who doesn't want free money? Like that's the thing. So
Yeah,
for me, I'm like, oh, definitely start to get involved. Like, I mean, this could be a big thing. I think moving forward, particularly if it's replacing not necessarily like volume and revenue, but at least it's taken mind share away from Hyperliquid, right? So I've dropped that in the chat. So there's a referral, guys. You can jump in there and get on there, and hopefully I'll do a tutorial later today on it. But yeah, have you looked into the platform itself? Have you thought about bridging money over or doing any of that, or you just thinking about buying the token, or you're not even interested? You think you're too late?
I actually didn't know. I actually didn't know there was an airdrop until maybe 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And then so I it was sort of on my radar. But I just didn't know whether it would be. Yeah, I just didn't look into it much, to be honest. Just time wise, just bandwidth, my head. It was like, fuck, there's so much to do that I just didn't have I actually just didn't have the time. You could say though, but man, you got to make time, which is a fair call. But fuck, sometimes it's overwhelming. Greeny, you know, like there's just I had so much to do this week. I was like, holy shit, I cannot like take on a new thing for the next. Tomorrow my schedule clears up and then I can start to do this again. How long have we got to farm this? 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, it's the fifth. It's the fifth. Is stage 2. So, how do I have again? I'm still working this out, but I think here, yeah. So stage 2, I think ends on the 5th. You earn points, and by trading, you earn points by joining a team. So I joined another guy's team. We got a G2G team. And so you earn these RH points. So these are people who are in our team who are earning some points right now. So it looks like I have 84,000 points. And if you like this person here has 350,000 points. So they're probably going to absolutely stack this airdrop, right? So these are the sort of things that you can look into. But basically, again, you can I'm going to hopefully I'll do a tutorial on it today, make it really simple, try and get a few people on Twitter, a few people in GTG involved. Because again, who doesn't like free money? Who doesn't like the best? Like this is the topic. This is the trend right now. This is the narrative. Don't fade it. There's obviously a few other ones. I think it's lighter on Solana is another one. The reason I'm choosing, I might go over there, have a look at that one too. But the reason I'm doing this one is because it's, as we just said before, it's Binance, it's CZ, it's him trying to beat Hyperliquid. So that competition itself is massive, right? You can't fade that. So I think like I'm still bullish on Hyperliquid, but I sold a lot. As soon as I saw this come out, I was like, you know what, this looks weak. Hyperliquid looked weak. My thoughts being it's going to still market share away. I still think like Hyperliquid is obviously like a very strong token because it is the one that paved the way. But as you can see here, a massive sell-off. And it's same again. It's now broken its level here as well. So very interesting times, I think, in the crypto market, and this is again why Bitcoin is king, but also why you need to be adaptable. Like if you're sitting in abstract memes, you're sitting in altcoins and they're just going down, have a stop loss in place for goodness sakes. Like, or have an invalidation. There is nothing wrong. If it pumps after, so be it. At
Yeah.
least you have a trading plan or an investment plan or at least strategies in place that you can work with consistently to make money or to protect your downside risk. That honestly, I don't even care about how much profits I make. I care about how much I lose. And I think that's a big difference between why I win and why 99% of the people who follow us, who are on Twitter, and all these sorts of things don't win over time. It's because they don't think about the downside risk, Greg. So, um, Sky says, just to add to this point, he says, what about pump fund creator tokens? They've dropped off. I know you are going to launch one. Have you launched one? I haven't
I didn't
seen.
because I thought about it, and a mate messaged me and goes, "Dude, you've given the time and the ticker. You're going to get sniped to fuck." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." And then I saw 4 launched
Yeah.
in the last week with my face or the clues I gave. So I was like, "Oh, I'm going to let
Probably
it."
should have done a stealth launch. It's a hard one, hey, because you
Yeah,
want to get a community, you want to drive hype, but
it's a
you
nightmare.
can't do that.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I'm just monitoring the situation. I probably will still do it, but I want to A, make sure there's interest in it, and B, make sure I do it in a way that doesn't get people hurt. Obviously, there's only so much I can do. So for everyone listening right now, if you end up getting hurt, I'm sorry, but I can't fucking help it. It's going to get sniped. Like, because
Yeah.
people now have got snipers that watch your fucking socials, man. Like,
Well, yeah, and also
crazy.
they'll just
I
wait.
can't
They'll
hide.
just set up that ticker. They'll set up the ticker. Like you can go on any of these platforms and set up like keyword and
Yeah.
just wait. It's crazy.
It's like me trying to protect people, but there's literally like 1,000 guns like that, and me going, I'm going to run that way and try not get shot. Like I'm going to get smoked. We're all going to get smoked. But look, that's every launch, unfortunately. So I've just got to do what I can to avoid. I've just got to behave. I have to put an effort to make sure I do what I can to keep people safe. But at the end of the day, after I do what I can, the onus is
Hmm.
on individuals to protect
Hmm.
themselves. I'm not everyone's dad, right? I don't have anyone looking after my bag, so I can't look after yours, guys. But so to answer your question, no, I didn't launch. I just wanted to be safer than that. So if I do it, it'll be a time and a place that no one knows when. May even change
Hmm.
the ticker name to you sneaky fuckers watching this right now.
I don't mind that. I think that's probably not a bad idea personally. It's a
Pricks.
shame because it's a banger, and I think it suits you. It suits like if you want to go down that route. I think it works. It's just a shame. That's crypto. You got to
Yeah,
eat.
people ruin it. Unfortunately, the snipers have ruined so much good fucking shit. Like you can, because really, what I want to do is I wanted to stream on there because I know a few of my friends streaming there, and I can't co-stream without being on the platform. Secondly, the creator fees are the incentive for
Hmm.
creators to earn fees. That's the main reason, right? It's money.
Hmm. Hmm.
Two, I want to stream with other creators. Three, I just
Hmm.
want to fuck around on there because I quite like. I'm like you. I just like new things, and I'm bored, and the market's going sideways. So I was like, market's going sideways. I want a new toy to play with. So that was my
Hmm.
toy. But then Asta came in, and I think probably took a bit of. It just shows you how quick you've got to be. I may have
Hmm.
missed the window, to be honest.
Hmm.
I may have missed the window.
Hmm.
I mean, for instance, I'm seeing like Mika, who did really well on there, creative fee wise, she must be excess of 60 to 80,000 US bro creative fees. But her market cap's now under 200K. So
Yeah.
she's quite big and she puts quite a lot of effort in, and her streams are actually pretty, for love her or hate her, she does it in a way that will attract eyes and things like that.
Yeah.
No matter what you think of her content so much, it does attract attention. It gets clipped hard. So if her market cap's 200,
Yeah.
mine is going to be lower than that. Not that I
I
mind
think
so much, but
it's
it's a touch.
I from an outside perspective, I wonder if the time has gone
I think it might have.
more from a volume point of view
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
worried.
like and people actually wanting to speculate. Like I'm sure maybe some yeah, like
Because then, I mean,
I
who am I going to stream to? What? No one there. Like, fuck
exactly.
that.
Maybe it might be worth
So I'm just
waiting
going to hold
until
off and watch. I want to see what
yeah,
Asta does. We had a
yeah.
question in there which I'll kind of pivot to as well, which was asking if people left abstract because of what was it? because
Yeah,
of
the creator coins. Yeah, that's
creator coins. Yes, I agree, and I think they've
yeah,
left creator coins to chase Asta now. So it shows
and the
you
perp dexes. Yeah,
correct. It actually shows you how small this fucking space is, man. Like it's
and
just
just yeah,
money redistributing. So it's not like it's not more money coming in. It's the same
correct.
money sloshing around.
Yeah,
Meaning I might have missed the boat. Kind of sucks, but that's
yeah,
okay. I don't mind not launching after I said I would. Like I don't care if someone gets upset because I'm protecting my brand as well, and I'm not going to go there if I'm not going to stream. For me, the bottom line is I'll stream there if there's people willing to watch. That's the determining factor, not so much the creator fees. I just want to stream to nobody. That's
yeah,
because that's
yeah.
stupid. I might as well
No,
just keep pumping on. Anywho, so that stream was just honestly, it was just going to be a bit of fun. But I mean, it's not going to be fun if no one's watching me. That's fucking
yeah,
boring.
correct.
So
Yeah,
it's on ice for now. I want to see how this market plays out. So yeah, not just yet. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but yeah, we'll see. I need to see. I saw some people saying, what's his name? How do you say his name? I'm going to sound like such a fucking old man now. Have a laugh, guys. Kai, what's his name? The big swimmer?
Kai Cenat, yeah.
Kai Cenat, if you say his name. There were rumors he's going there. Now, if he goes there, that market's going to pump for a week or two, right? But I don't know if that's people that are just starting that rumor who are incentivized to start the rumor, because it would take a pretty big check to get him there. But then Elon's probably got a fat wallet, right? Like if anyone
Yeah,
can
it would.
afford, like, so, bro, I feel like I need to get there before that announcement happens, though. So I'm like, but anyway, that's the situation. I don't know. Someone's saying, yeah, not worth doing it now, Craig. Yeah, look, I just don't think the eyes are there. But then they could go anyway. Who knows, man? I don't fucking know what's going to happen, guys. That's bottom line with that.
Well, yeah, look, and I think you're right. Like narratives can shift so quickly here. So, for me, it's like, yeah, you need to be so plugged in. Otherwise, you're just not going to really execute, unfortunately, consistently in crypto. So big news just now, and 2 points here. Shout out to Cappy who's tuning in. He's a trader in GTG. But yeah, a big thing about why I don't mind Asta and also Lida, which is again, I'm going to probably drop that in GTG shortly, is it's the trend, it's a narrative. They've also got volume now. Like they've just had a massive increase in volume. They've flipped Hyperliquid, which is pretty crazy because again, it's rotational. It's the same audiences, the same money trading everything. They're just going to the new shiny thing, is the tweet I put out yesterday. But you don't need a VPN in the US. A lot of things you need a VPN in the US to use, but for Asta, you do not need that. So massive shout out to Cappy for that as well. But yeah, big volume spike here on Asta, 35 bill. Lida has 10.5 bill and Hyperliquid only 10 bill. So pretty big shift.
Thing there to show people why you need to take profit, because if you rewind,
exactly.
People were losing their minds about Hyperliquid. Everyone was like, I'm longing Hyperliquid. I'm longing hype. This is never coming down. Look at it like this. Look at it keep going, go. It's all I saw on the timeline, man. It felt like a month, but it was probably 2 weeks. Might have been a month.
Yeah.
The Asta came in. So if you were up massive and hype, you're probably like, no. And you probably never thought in a million years CZ would step in and go, hold up, motherfucker, hold my drink, and then just crush another coin, which he's done. Because he's got that many family and friends. Like, where's he living? He's in like Qatar or like, bro, imagine the connections. Like,
he's probably in, I don't know where he is.
Abu Dhabi or something. But anyway, the amount of money that guy has and his friends and family and influence have, he can do whatever he wants. So listen and taking profits, guys. Things can change really quickly. And the darling of last week is no longer the darling of this week. And to you guys winning an Asta, that goes for you guys, because in 2 weeks' time, someone else might go hold my drink. Admittedly, CZ is quite high up the totem pole. So Michael Saylor might have to do the next one. Do a Bitcoin one, Michael Saylor. Fuck, let's go. But take profits, guys. My advice, we're coming up to, I think, near the end of the cycle. Look, it could be another year left, but I think it'll be this time of the cycle is going to be the most emotional time. You can tell. Look at the timeline. Like, it's not party time. It's not Bitcoin puppets on the timeline. We're all having fun. People are having more fun at Bitcoin at 44K than they are at Bitcoin at 111. Blows my mind. We were partying at Bitcoin at 44K like it was all-time high, man, because everyone knew it was in a range. It's going high. Now people are like, ooh, maybe that's the end now. So it's kind of, and it could be, but this is the time in the market. I'm not a big fan, man. I must admit,
Yeah.
I've not enjoyed the last 6 months really. Like, it's not from a just this feels fucking good. Like, I haven't had the last 6 months haven't felt really great.
It's a really good point that you just raised there. Like, it's a different time in the market, hey?
It's very emotional. It's bull run Q4 stuff, man. Emotions are high. People's emotions are high because they've lost money. I mean, for instance, I'll pick on a coin, Mog. How are you guys feeling who held that coin from all-time high in, let me look, it's quite far back. Where's my Mog? Or Greeny, if you want to bring it up, I don't know. Oh, no, you stopped sharing. Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, I can bring it up. Hold on. What, the Mog chart?
Yeah, just so people can see what I'm talking about here. This is, I think, that the reason why emotions, part of the reason why they are like they are. It's death by 1,000 cuts. So, let Greeny bring it up. When was all-time high there?
November last year.
24. Yeah, November, December 24. So a year ago. So for people that didn't take profit, now Greeny and I took profit heavily at all-time high. I sold 70% of my son's bags there, and I got bagged out about it on the timeline. You idiot, you've shortchanged your son. I haven't. Hang on. Did I? I didn't. Anywho, that was a good trade. But if you didn't sell there, bro, you've been looking at this chart for a year, and look how much you're down by. Like, what, 80%, 90%?
Yeah.
That's why people on the timeline are emotional now, and it's not all wag me anymore like the Mog crew were. Bro, Mog's pretty quiet on the timeline, bro. Now,
I've got a tweet.
I don't mean to pick on them. I'm just picking on a coin that was what did they call it? The culture coin, right? And that was true. It was the culture coin for a moment in time, and it possibly still is. But this chart says people do not care about the culture coin. They don't care. Because charts tell you if people care or not. This says people don't give a fuck. So this is why people on the timeline are emotional, because they didn't take profit. Their shit's down 90%. I'm sure people are down fucking 7 figs on this, man. Some people will be down heavily. That doesn't feel good. So they're getting snappy on the timeline like a toddler that hasn't had its milk. So it starts to affect the timeline mojo. People get snappy at each other. The group chats are wastelands, bro. The group chats are tumbleweeds, man. There's like silence. Like, I look in group chats for more of a temperature gauge. They are so quiet, so quiet. I love dropping.
And they've been that way for a while, Craig, right?
At least 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
They have moments of spikes, obviously, when a new runner comes in or whatever. But no, they're pretty average now, bro. They're pretty average. And so it's not a nice time to be on the timeline. And for new people, you're probably feeling, shit, this is not as easy as I thought it would be. And I agree, man. For new people out there, don't feel bad. I find this time of the market very hard as well. I struggle now, and I just want Bitcoin to break above all-time high. I want out, man. I just want out for a bit. I want to sell it into all-time high, and I want to be in Spain like Greeny is. And I just want to lie back and go, job's done for now, dude. You can take a break, and you don't have to look at Drake posting fucking Bitcoin, whatever shit on the timeline. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully Bitcoin hitting 150. Guys, this moment in time right now, I hope you remember this. If we break to all-time high, and feel this and remember to take profits, because this moment that you feel now is going to be way worse in the bear. If you think this is bad. Although I like the bear, so don't be despondent.
I'm eager for a bear market again.
I'm going to buy so much Bitcoin, man. Like, yeah. Back up the truck. I'm going to back the truck up, man, because I'm going to be taking. So I'll be taking profits aggressively, even from the prior all-time high. I'll sell a decent bag there, man. Because I remember in the bull run in 21, it went 64 to 69, and I waited 6 months for that move. So I should have sold my whole bag at 64, bought the dip, swung it to the top rather than ride the whole move. I should have swung it. That's where I corrected my strategy this time. I've swung it.
This time. Yeah.
So probably people now understand why I sold at every single local high,
Yeah.
5%, 10%, because now I've got stables. I wish I'd actually sold more
Yeah.
at income high, to be honest with you. I probably should have sold another 20%.
Yeah.
But we learn, Greeny, we learn.
We learn, mate.
I'm
That's
not
it.
perfect. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still a student of the game, and I'll be a student of the game until I die. No
Yeah.
one's got this market completely sorted. So
Yeah.
that's kind of my take on the market. It's the same as yours. We're on thin ice. We could break lower. I don't think we've seen the top, but I think treat your portfolio like we may have. Is probably the way to go. So I'm hopeful we see higher. I think we still do. I think there's enough hope out there that macro structure, we're still in a bull run. I think we still go higher, but market's going to market, and I've been wrong before, and I'm open to being wrong again. And I think that's probably the important thing. Be open to being wrong, and have a strategy if you are. It's no good just saying I could be wrong. Have a strategy if you are, because there's no point going I could be wrong, and then when you are wrong, going I knew I was wrong, but then what do you do? Because it's actually very hard to make decisions when you're emotional. And if Bitcoin breaks below 100K, guys, you are going to be very emotional, because alt memes are going to pull back 50, 70% if that
Yeah.
happens. Fuck.
Yeah.
You're making me worried about my bags, actually, Greeny.
I don't mean to do that, but I personally, I don't know. It's just different.
I'll probably lighten a few abstract bags over the next couple of days, because I've only got like 17,000 to hit platinum, and that's job done. Well done, Craig. You did what you set out to do. And that's the truth, though, Greeny. That's the truth. That's what I want to hit. I'm a trader, and I want to start trading. And they've had me stuck in the mud there to hit that. And I'm about to be free. I'm about to start trading. And to be honest, I'd like to take that 20K, and I would probably, at the moment, prefer to have that 20K in Bitcoin, man, or stables. Like, that's just the honest truth. I would rather have that money. I'm the same as you. I would like to enter those memes again when sentiment changes, rather than write it down as sentiment fades. Like you have. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exit a little bit out of there. I'm not going to leave everyone, so don't get worried. I'm still going to be streaming there. I'm still very, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm bullish on abstract. I think, man, I'm not fading Luca, but I understand that Luca has to work within the constraints of the market. So it's not actually all up to Luca. He's not he is the boss, but not of the market. Bitcoin's the boss, really. Well, to a certain degree. So I guess that's kind of my rant, Greeny. I don't know if there's much more to say, really. That's the whole market we've covered there.
No, I think so too. The last point I want to do say is I am doing the OpenSea rewards to tick off those chests. So I'm up to the 4th or 5th chest, I think. So
yeah, that is a nice, cheap, easy way.
Yeah,
and they hold your hand, right? You go on, see what I've got to do it.
It'll be what, a 2-3 month process, maybe a little bit longer, and then you could walk away with 5-6 figures for free again. Like again, it's airdrop season. Abstract might launch one in the next 6 months. We've got that. There's a few other InfoFi ones that are going on. There's a lot to like. There's still, I think the biggest thing as well, like take your money. Asta, we talked about that today. Light is another one that I literally just joined the Discord to try and talk to them about how that all works and whatnot. So I'm looking into that one, which is the Solana competitor. Yeah, look, there's not like, yeah, maybe, and this is the beauty of our show, Craig. We ebb and flow with where the market takes us. We don't just bullshit talk about one ecosystem, one trade.
We're going, hi, everyone, keep buying. No, I don't know, man. I mean, to be honest, now's not a bad buy zone if you were sidelined, but I'd be DCAing in slowly, slow. Don't go, I've got $1,000 port. I'm just going to ape $1,000. I'd probably put in 250 now, a quarter, and I'd keep 3 quarters. If there's a dip to 107, then I'd probably go a quarter again. So then you've got 50% of your dry powder if you break below 100. Then if you go into the 90s, I'd probably put another quarter in. See what I'm saying? So ladder down and then sell in ladders up. That's the way to keep. There's no glory in trying to time the bottom, man. Good luck.
Or time the top. Just have a plan. Like that's what we've spoken about all cycle. Like I'm not here to be the guy that called the top. I want to be the guy that's scaling out consistently and walking away saying, yeah, we made plans at this stage. We did this at this. We did de-risked here. As we said, Cappy's been short in, like all this sort of stuff. Like
30-odd Cappy.
GTG's is the beautiful part. If you want to join us, we literally have a trading community. Like all of us are in here. You can talk to us all the time. Like check us out.
Shout out to this time zone, man. I've got bloody 320 people watching on my personal and 250 on the GC crypto. So that's bloody good for you. I'm like, because bro, lately it's quite funny. Another metric I watch, obviously you watch, is your viewership, right? And it obviously goes down as the price goes down. This is quite a good little jump. Obviously, Greeny being on probably bumped it a bit, which is shout out to Greeny for jumping on. But obviously, our European brothers and sisters are enjoying the show. So shout out to all the guys who jumped on.
This is Cappy's hell, bro. Like, hold on, my AirPods are dying.
Where's Cappy? What country?
Hold on, I can't hear. Wait a sec. Give me a sec. Audio, MacBook. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, cool. What country is Cappy in?
Yeah, Cappy, I swear you're in America, bro. So, like, what time is it there?
I think we might be getting Cappy on the stream as well.
Oh, yeah, sick. That'd be good. I reckon he's due.
So
get your face out there, mate. Hey, you got nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose.
Cappy said he goes, I didn't give a fuck about showing my face. I was like, that's the spirit, brother. California, nice one, man. California girls, Katy Perry. Yeah, man. That's probably all I've got to kind of chat about, Greeny. Market's red. Red. Enjoy, guys. I agree with Greeny, though. This is probably the time in the market to start farming airdrops. Yeah. I think it's a low-cost, low-risk-ish way of potentially getting a good stimmy in Q4, which could be a lot better sentiment-wise than now. So I think it's about zooming out, looking forward. What can I do now to improve my results later? I'm going to be doing that, Greeny, because I'm not in a buying mood. Like, what I mean is memes and alts. I'm not fucking around with that shit. So I'm like, what can I do? That's one of the reasons I want to go to Pump Fund. But one of the other things you can do is farm airdrops, because now we've got the time. Because now I'm like, well, that's why I want to go to Pump Fund, because I was like, well, the market's crabbing or dumping. I need something to keep my mind from being like, oh my God, Bitcoin, it's down, because, I'm the same house. You look at bad news often enough and you'll start to. So farming something, I think that at least keeps you positive, like farming the open seat, seeing your chess, grow in rarity. It's those sort of little gamifications that I think is good for people like me in my mind. I think hit the gym, guys. If you haven't joined a gym, probably a good time to join a gym. Get in there, get a glorious chest pump, and then the market doesn't feel so. And then, hey, even if the market goes down, if you're in great shape, you might meet a guy or a girl, whatever you're into. You might meet a lover. You might meet your wife or husband. So get excited, guys. Send it lower.
Hey, I think. Look, it's been so good to be back. I think I've got to call it there. I got a VIP meeting, and then got to do. Hopefully, I'll do some stuff today, but we'll see what the family wants to do.
Go and enjoy a few. What did they call it there? Cervezas.
Yeah, they do. But no, I should be. I think Monday next week, if we do the same time slot, should be okay. The wife is just gonna have to cop that anyway. But she even bought like proper like earplugs so that she can just put.
My wife does the same. She's got those, bro.
She's so good though. She's like we were sitting tanning yesterday at the beach. It was a spectacular day. Hopefully today looks pretty sunny again. But she's like, oh look. Sometimes I worry about how much Greeny's on his phone or doing all this stuff, and yeah, it's unhealthy. But then I think about, oh no, he's given us all this sort of opportunity. He's done really well. He knows what he's doing. Like it's just what you have to do. So it's an absolute privilege to have a partner in crime, mate, who supports you like that. So
I agree. Having a wife or husband that supports you in your endeavors is probably 90% of the battle, because if I was to lose money, my greatest, the thing that would make me the sickest is that I don't consider it's not just my money, it's my son's money, it's my wife's money. So when you've got someone on your side that goes, you've got this, I know you know it, you trust your instincts, trust the data, you know what you're doing, that just takes so much pressure off me and lets me just do my thing. Whereas if she was on my case every day going, what's your port worth? What's your port worth? I'd be like, oh, fuck. Like every morning I'd be worried about my boss being in sales and having to go to 5-minute meets every morning with the boss going, how's your results yesterday, mate? I already knew he knew. You're like, yeah, shit. You already know it was shit. Anywho, great having a supportive husband or wife. It does certainly help your trading performance. And I guess the takeaway is, guys, protect your downside risk. But if you need to next time, guys, there's a bear market, buy Bitcoin instead of Memecoins. Yeah, God bless and good luck, Greeny. Hopefully you enjoy a nice day there. It's coming up to dinner time soon here, so I enjoyed. My son went to the glowworm caves today, so that would have been a good day for him. It's school holidays here, so I'll go see him. But unless you've got anything else to say, Greeny, I'll round us out.
No, I think so. I think, yeah. So Monday should be good next week. And then from there, not sure. We'll just have to play it by ear.
Play it by ear, dude.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll give a massive shout out again. OKX Australia up in the top right corner there. Massive shout out to you guys. Obviously, again, guys, I'll share the link. They are giving away $75 of Bitcoin if you get started on their platform. Nice, safe, easy exchange platform to join. Give them a shout. Shout out to Stu if he's listening as well. Obviously, another big one is Yeet giving away $1,000 tomorrow, guys. So make sure you, not make sure, but if you're into a bit of a DJ and gamble, obviously they are doing an airdrop as well, so you will qualify for the 40% there. I'll drop the link in the description now for them as well. Go and have a little punt there, but don't waste or don't lose money, you guys. You can't afford to lose. Please don't do that on a gambling site. Go there, have fun, but don't be stupid, guys. Shout out to you, to the channel partners, Greeny and I. Thank you very much. It allows us to just come on here and do what we do. Hopefully educate, inspire, and entertain. So other than that, Greeny, thanks for jumping on today, brother. It's been an absolute pleasure. And let me just see if I can round us off with our exit. And big love to you, bro. I'll see you on Monday.
Thanks, Craig. Talk soon, mate. Cheers.
See you, bro.